Well, the last time we saw LeBron James in a mask was back during the 2004-2005 season when he was only in his second season in the NBA. One of the most memorable moments, this dunk over Damon Jones, which James actually called one of the best dunks of his career. And guess who we got on the phone right now?
From Houston. Go after you,
Damon Jones. Damon Jones, how you doing, man? Welcome to the show.
Man, I'm doing good, man. Hey, listen, I hear you guys talk. I've been watching the show for the last hour now, and you guys have really been on me.
No. DJ,
No.
one guy. Kerry Chow has been on you. Listen, DJ,
this is not accurate.
I like to tell people when I was in Miami in that locker room, you and Shaq were like a comedy duo. We loved covering Damon Jones. You were Mr. Three-Pointer that year. I'm trying to make sure this man knows the knowledge of what Damon Jones is and what he brought to that Miami Heat team. It wasn't just this dunk, unfortunately, you were on the other end of.
DJ.
Yeah, it wasn't. And the best part about the whole thing was we won the game. Yeah, he got the highlight, but we eventually won the game, and we had a better season.
That's an excellent point. Tell me, let's relive this moment because, unfortunately, we're seeing it over and over and over and over. What's going through your mind right here?
Wow.
You know what? First of all, I shouldn't have turned the basketball over. That was my first mistake. And then my second mistake, I had Stan Van Gundy on the mind because if I would have got out of the way, he probably would have took me out of the game for not making a play on the basketball. But when I saw LeBron continue to go higher than I did, the best thing for me was try to get out of the way. And I'm still mad at that referee for calling a blocking foul. He should have called an offensive foul.
Yeah, he did. He pushed you. He pushed you down,
He quit on Damon.
You can clearly see he hits me in the temple, and the first thing I hear is Shaq on the bench. So now, guys, if you watch the tape any further along, you see, I'm trying not to grab my head because I know it's going to add insult to injury if I grab my head to say that I was hurt. But, I couldn't. I had to do it.
So, how often do you get asked about this play?
Every time ESPN or some news outlet put it on TV all day long, like right now.
He's got to get paid off that.
So I know right now my Twitter is probably blowing up. Oh, you all over ESPN again, the dunk, this, that, and the other. But you know what? The good thing about it for me is LeBron James is probably going to go down as the best player to ever play the game of basketball, and because of that, I'll forever be on TV.
What was that like, Damon, when a guy like that seems to be superhuman, dunk notwithstanding, and yet no matter what you do, it seems like you can't stop a guy like that?
Man, it's tough, man, especially with his body size, his speed, his athleticism. It's a tough thing to do. Either you try to take the charge or you just get out of the way.
Damon, you jumped, though. Like, there was no way you were going to block LeBron's dunk. Like, what were you thinking there?
No, I don't know. Maybe, I could contest it and make him, shoot a difficult layup, but then once he got higher than I did, I had to get out of the way.
You guys were former teammates at one point. Did he ever talk to you about this?
Well, you know what? When I left Miami and signed with Cleveland the first year, we probably talked about it probably the first month, and then we just left it alone. So, we got it out, we cleared the air, and then we moved on. But, it's all good.
What did Stan say to you? Because I know he was a big yeller. Did he at least give you props for trying to defend it?
No. He was probably laughing along with Shaq and Eddie Jones and the rest of the guys.
What was that like What was that like in the locker room afterwards? Was it tough?
Oh man, the next 3 or 4 days were, man, it was really bad because at the time me and Shaq was filming a part of his reality TV show, and that was one of the episodes, and it was crazy.